All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, wait. Hey, Zoo. Space.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ready, Blue 80. Play 25. Hey, express. Watch the slant. Got it.
On second and 11 now. Ryan. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. 51, Tom!
From the gun, it's Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. So with fourth down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run with Henry. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
On first and 10, Tannehill under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Tannehill, and he's going to go down again. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third down, Henry. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Ryan rolling to his right. This is brought in by Hardy. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big 30-yard play on third.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back 25. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. They can't hang with us. Rush in. Rush in. 20. Big ass. Hey, Rick Lance. Sponge. No. Hey, Delta. Hey, South. Check.
Ryan. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Hey, Rick Lance. White. Check. Hey, Tuesday.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. 20.
Ryan will throw again. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
59. I'm coming.
Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Check. Mike 50.
Play action, Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Tannehill, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, switch gears. Back. Go. 5.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Dante Fowler able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Hey, 59, ready.
To throw again, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
after the sack on first down. Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
5. Hey, stand off.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Check it back. Check three. Protein spill.
Now Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. Check one. Rock it. Hey, exit.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. An update from Buffalo. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here first and 10. This complete to Jones. 20. 10 for touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. To begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Hey, lock it. Jam.
Back to the air. Tannehill on second down. pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Undercrunch. Recon, 132 fighter. Check. Bear. Get.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it again with Henry. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check 52. Check 3.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill completes it to Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
To throw is Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And the Titans first down.
That's got to be a long day. Watch twitch. Watch the twitch.
Look at me. Go. Go.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. The 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
Yeah. Smooth.
45, Mike, 45.
Ready?
To throw is Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First down, Tennessee.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam up.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Kill. Hey, watch it.
Yep.
You got motion, man. You got motion.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter.
Come on, set. 30 base.
We got to get the...
Go.
Check.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
On the ready.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey.
Snap.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Tight dog. Switch.
Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Hey, Echo.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11. What's the end? Check.
Hey, zoom.
37. Check 37.
Here's Ryan to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
50, 51, South. 54. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. 54, South. Hey, South. 24. Get out.
Now it's Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
Matchbox lights.
Shit. Got it. Pop. Mike's 54. I'm here all day.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 59. Hey, express. He's crashing. Base.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
21.
Ryan wants to throw it. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Dante Fowler in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
It's second down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Bravo. On the team. On the go.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Tannehill now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Fowler in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Got some room at the 30. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.